Good afternoon, guys, and happy Friday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, we already went to the football game. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't start the vlog before the football game. So this morning, though, guys, I was up early. I was up at 8 o'clock this morning, which is awesome. Maybe like 8:15 or so. But I did get, you know, a lot of stuff done for today, or a good amount of stuff done for today. So that was awesome. But yeah, I went to the football game and then we came back home. We actually got Burger King, and now it is like a little after midnight. I'm gonna take a shower real quick. I just need to take a real quick one. So oh yeah, guys, but without further ado, I will insert the footage from the football game for you guys. we ended up winning. I think the final score was 32-19. Which was so awesome. Oh my goodness, guys. And not the best part, but one of the cool parts was that 3 of the freshmen actually, so it was like getting down to the wire, and well, okay, so I don't even remember what ended up happening. Like, we scored first, then they scored, then we scored, then they scored, then we scored, then they scored, I think, or something like that. And we got, I think, all of the extra points. We ran them in. And the other team, I think maybe they got 3 touchdowns. I can't remember, guys. They only got 1 of their extra points. So, yeah, they would have ended up getting 3 touchdowns, and then they got 1 extra point. I think that was how it worked out. We got 4 touchdowns in total, and we got, I think, all of the extra points, but the last one. On defense, though, Matthew, almost right before halftime, we were up. I don't remember. I think we were up 1 touchdown or something like that. Or maybe we were only up, like, the extra points or something like that. But like I said, because it was, like, we got 2, then they started adding up where we were actually up, like, it was almost a 2-possession game or something like that. But right before halftime, Matthew almost had a pick. I caught it. He ended up missing it. Bounced off his hands. I think it was like 2nd down or something like that. They ended up stopping him. They didn't score like before the half, which was awesome. It was a really big, defensive stop. So then, what was I going to say? So then, yeah, then I think we ended up scoring again, or maybe we didn't. The second half was like kind of weird, but anyways, there wasn't a whole lot of scoring. Most of the scoring ended up kind of more happening, I feel like, in the first, couple of, I was going to say innings, guys. Oh, goodness, I'm tired. The first half. Which, guys, the Cubs did win again today. I think their magic number is 4, but that's besides the point. Anyways, though, so we were down. It was like a 1-possession game, and we were getting the ball, moving the ball downfield. We were actually in the, I don't know, maybe within like 10 yards or something like that. Or maybe we got 1 penalty, or not a penalty, I don't know. It might have been just a loss of yards or something like that, and we got pushed back a little bit. But they brought up the freshmen, guys. So, one of the freshmen who actually plays on our team, his brother, or not freshman, one of the players who plays on our team, his brother is a freshman, and he is actually, the brother is our field goal kicker. And last year, the other brother, who's a freshman now, was on my dad's team. Goodness, guys, I am so tired. Anyways, my dad coached him last year. 2 of the freshmen, actually, they're cousins, and then the other one, I think, was actually, Snap was the center. And so, the snap was actually ended up, as a bad snap, ended up actually getting the football, ran it outside, and threw it in the end zone. It was crazy, too. And my dad was even saying, too, because I think he said he's left-handed, so it was actually perfect because he went on to his left side. So, yeah, anyways, though, guys, so the 2 of them are cousins, not the center, the holder and the kicker. And the kicker, his brother plays on our football team, and the kicker and the holder played on my dad's team last year, and the center played with all of the kids that we are coaching this year, because last year they had a older, lighter rule. So, I mean, he is like super, super tiny. And so what an older, lighter rule is that you can only weigh a certain amount, but you could be a year older. So he played with kids that were a year younger than him, but he was a grade level older than them, but he was weighed like less than, the majority of kids. So if he would have played like up at varsity, he probably would have gotten like crushed because he was so tiny, and he is super tiny. And I think from another video that I saw, and I also wondered too why he was out on the field, I think he was playing center. So, yeah, but it was, like I said, it was like a bad snap, ended up getting the ball, we scored on that play, and it was so funny too, because on third, because of last week's game, right, everybody was like, they need to be able to kick a field goal, so they brought these freshmen up because they've been working on it and everything like that. So anyways, though, it was just like, it was crazy, guys. But it was so funny though, because on third down, one of the people that's sitting around us in our little, you know, like parent squad goes, wouldn't it be so funny if they bring the freshmen in to kick the field goal and end up winning the game? And I feel like it was even more worth it because they scored a touchdown instead of just kick the field goal. But, you know, it's because our head coach didn't want to kick field goals like it all last week, and that's why, I mean, if we would have had a field goal kicker last week, we probably would have won the game. Regardless, like, even if we wouldn't have, like, the actual extra point was blocked, but the fourth down, you know, ended up getting the touchdown, which was amazing, guys. It was so crazy. So there was a lot of positives. Like I said, we won by a larger margin than so far any of our other games. Well, the only other game we won, which was only by, what was it, a extra point in overtime. And this one we ended up winning by, like I said, I think it was a touchdown and then a couple extra points, because like I said, I couldn't keep track of how many extra points we ended up getting. And then, like I said, the only extra point we missed was when we did try and go for the field goal. So, oh my goodness, guys, it was such a crazy good game. The drive was a little bit longer, like, you know, maybe about 20 minutes or half an hour or something. Honestly, probably maybe a little bit longer than that, but it was a little bit further away, and it was overall a really good game, though, and it was really competitive game, and we had the lead the whole game, too, which I don't think we've ever done or have, and I can't remember the last time our school at all has had that happen, which is like crazy. So, oh god, goodness, guys, it was a very, very eventful game, and I'm super tired though. Like I said, I woke up so early. That's why I told you guys I'm just like can't even speak anymore, and it's kind of late. So yeah, but no overtime. We won in regulation time, which is nice, and our defense, I don't even know, guys. Honestly, it was just like everything was like up the middle, it seemed like today. And like when they did throw, like Matthew had really good coverage, and he had some really nice tackles. I didn't get quite as many of them, but yeah, it was awesome, guys. It was so much fun to watch and be a part of there too with our little parent squad. Because like I said, it was so funny though, because in volleyball, my dad, who sits with one of the other dads, they would chant, because sometimes they bring up like a freshman, right? So we chant like, he's a freshman. And so we started doing that with the freshmen, and we even started chanting them to get the coach to put them in, and they actually did put them in to kick that field goal, and then they got the touchdown. And then that's when we were chanting like, he's a freshman. I could not believe it. I made eye contact with one of the other dads, and he was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh my gosh, did they just literally, like, he threw a touchdown pass. And like, to be that calm under pressure, which is so funny though, because him and his brother, my dad was saying, are like the exact same, because they both kick. They're like, well, if it's a bad snap, can we just take the ball and like run in the end zone? Like, that's always their mentality. My dad was like, even last year that was his mentality, and that's the exact same way his brother is this year too. So yeah, it was an awesome game, guys, and I feel like it was even more fun too, because I didn't coach those kids last year, but you know, I've been very involved, like with the what's it called, like last year I was originally going to help my dad coach, and then ended up realizing Jack's team needed more help, so I went over there instead. But I was at like a handful of their practices and stuff like that on and off throughout the season last year, and their games and stuff like that. So it was awesome to like see a kid who, you know, I didn't necessarily have a hand in coaching, but just like, you know, even too with the kids that played with one of the other kids too. Like I was telling you guys, the kids that I'm coaching this year now, they are playing with they played with the one kid who was the center, I think. I'm not totally sure. He's come out even to our games, friends with all those kids and everything like that. So like, you know, again, not that I like had a direct hand in helping any of them really at all, other than like I give my dad some ideas for like conditioning and stuff like that. But you know, just kids that went through our football program that I have seen over the last, you know, handful of years and stuff like that. That was really cool to see them have such a big moment. You know, the three of them have such a big moment in this, you know, varsity high school game that really sealed the victory, because there was still time left, that if the other team would have gotten the ball back, they could have either tied or taken the lead possibly. And so that was just like a really big you know, what's it called, touchdown for them. So I thought it was so cool. But anyways, though, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.